got some news coming across the desk over here at the Man Rammon Show. Thank you all for tuning in real quick. I just want to jump on here and talk about some things real quick about the Chicago Bears, right? But first, big shout out to Quick Trip, sponsoring the show, you know what I mean, all the time. Go get yourselves a Quick Trip. But let's get into this because this is going to be a real short one. The Chicago Bears, you know, there's been talk like they might move. That's the beautiful thing about being a shareholder to your team. You know what I mean? You don't got to worry about some rich owner just having an idea. Oh, we're going to do this. We're going to move it over there. Maybe we'll put a dome on it. You know what I mean? That's kind of like the way this is going, because let me just read this real quick. The Chicago Mayoral Committee is set to recommend putting a dome on Soldier Field in an effort to keep the Bears from moving out of the area. All right, so this, first of all, is stupid. You don't put a dome on top of Soldier Field. That's its dumbest thing. No Midwest team should have a dome on their stadium. It makes you soft, bro. They're not playing tennis, they're playing football. Blood, sweat, tears, all the things, you know? All like, you know, all that history from the Chicago Bears, you know, all those old films running through, you know, the mud and all this stuff. And then let's put a dome on it. Dude, you know what it's like? What they're doing, they're just trying to think of ideas to not have the Bears move because they want to move them because they don't, you know, because they have an owner and they have to make decisions. Taxpayers, not everybody's a football fan. They don't want to do it. You know, there's fighting. There's a lot of things that go into a football team being in a city, but it seems like then like they're just making stuff up. You ever get real drunk, you know what I mean? And you start talking to the wife or the husband or whatever, and you're like talking about like, well, you know, we should knock that wall down over there and bring the kitchen right out. You know what I mean? And then you just start like having all these plans, like you're just trying to like think of stuff. Nothing ever happens from it, but you're just all drawn. Like, I have an idea. What if we just took that wall and put it over there? That's kind of what they're doing over there in Chicago. They're saying like we could move them. Like, no, let's just put a roof on the dang thing and then call it a day. You know what I mean? And it's just stupid. It's idiotic. Do not put a roof on Soldier Field. Like, you will disrespect every single person that has ever played there. You will disrespect all the history of the Chicago Bears. Like, I clown around about the Chicago Bears a lot, but I respect the franchise. I respect like what they've done. They got history. They got some great, phenomenal players, great classic historical games over there at Soldier Field. And you're talking about putting a roof on that thing? That's like some Minnesota Vikings stuff. Got them over there playing in like an oversized arena. Yeah, if you're going to have a concert, it's a good time. But we're playing football here, baby. Playing football. You play football in the elements. You play football in the dirt. I mean, I don't. Other people do. You know what I mean? I'm not an athlete. So I guess like maybe players like that'd be interesting. Have a, you know, ask a player, like, what do they think? Like, do they want to play? Do they prefer to play outside in a real stadium, in a real football atmosphere? Or do they want to play in a oversized arena? Do they want to play like in Minnesota and Detroit, like a lot of places that have domes? To me, it's stupid. I don't like domes. I get like people have them, especially in the South. I think because the heat. I don't like heat like that. You know what I mean? So I respect that. But for the cold, no. And I don't think that this is for the weather. The reason that they're doing it, they're trying to find ideas to keep Chicago in. I'm not really sure how that helps. I don't know a lot about the situation in Chicago. I know that they're talking about moving them. And people were mad. I don't know the Chicago area very well, but they're trying to move them just over somewhere, and people don't like that idea at all. And I wouldn't either. That's why I'm glad my team isn't owned by an owner. You know what I mean? I'm an owner. I'm going to be at the shareholders meeting coming up here, I think at end of the month. That'll be interesting. I've never been to one before, so that'll be cool. Yeah, but dude, the off season really sucks, you know? But yeah, it's almost coming to an end of the month. Packers training camp starts. Everything's going to be getting or moving just a little bit. You know what I mean? But yeah, Chicago, don't put a dome on your stadium. All right. I hate the Bears more than most things in life. And I would be so irritated if they you're disrespecting the franchise. You're disrespecting the fans. You're disrespecting every player who put it all on the line on that field. Don't put a dome on your stadium and ruin your franchise. All right? Just don't do it. Be better, people. Go Pack, go, people. A lot more podcasts coming up here, a lot more videos, a lot more content as we close this season. I'm going to get back in this thing. I took a little, I wouldn't say time off, but like I was lazy for a month or so over there. I was, doing stuff in my house and all that stuff. But we're going to be back in this thing, baby. We're back in set. We're back in the thing. And I think I got my microphone figured out. People said my audio sounds a little bit better. So hopefully I do, because I've been watching YouTube videos. You know what I mean? I don't know none of this stuff. But I appreciate y'all listening. Everyone, if you're not subscribed to the Matt Ramage Show, go ahead and do that. It's on Apple, Spotify, all the places that you listen to podcasts, the Matt Ramage Show. Also, if you go to mattramageshow.com, you can find links to all the places to listen to podcasts and also all my social media. Everything that I'm doing is over there. And I appreciate you. Go Pack, go. Let's get out this thing.